Hi friends, it's Liz here. Welcome back. Thank you for joining me today. I wanted to just share this video to let you know that I'm still getting myself ready to get crafting. I am still feeling like the COVID symptoms are sort of hanging in there. If you have watched my last video, I think I shared with you guys that I got COVID, and this one is it didn't hit me as hard in the sense of symptoms, but it's dragging on. I still feel like I don't have a lot of energy. I'm still not feeling very focused, and periodically I'll have this kind of like a strange cough that just sort of hits me out of nowhere, and I'm just not feeling 100%. So I've been taking it easy. Sorry, I had a little cough attack there. I've been taking it easy, and I have been doing things. For example, I have been doing a little bit of journaling. And so that's what this video is going to be about, getting back to basics. I think the last few years have shown me so many different things that that have kind of brought me to my favorite way of creative journaling. And I thought I would share that with you in case you're a beginner, you're still not sure where to get started, you are trying to figure out what to use for your journal, that sort of thing. Excuse me. And so I wanted to just, get back to those basic tools and supplies that we have that can just get you started with your creativity, journaling, glue booking, scrapbooking, smash booking, whatever you want to call it. So I recently finished my little journal here. I started it in January of this year, finished it in August, and you guys, like, this was so fun to do. The reason I want to also mention this is because this little journal is my creative journal, and it's not where I just write everything down. It's where I do things that are a little bit more just fun in a way, but I also want to document big moments or things that are important to me. So I'm going to just give you a flip through of my mini journal in case you wanted to just get some ideas on how I like to keep track of things. And then I'm going to show you what I'm using for September. September and probably the next few months. So let me show you the flip through, and then I'll talk you through my September, probably the rest of the year journal. We'll see. While I'm showing you this, we're still in September. If you haven't seen my giveaway video, check it out. I'll link it below. This is going to be one of the items I'm giving away, the 2026 Daphne's Diary Planner. They were kind enough to offer them to me for a giveaway, and so that's one of the items that is going to be given away. If you haven't seen my giveaway video details, I will link those below. And yeah, I hope you have taken part because I think it's such a fabulous thing to win. So getting back to my journal, I don't think I'll do a full flip through because, well, I don't know if you're interested in a full flip through, let me know. But I thought I would just give you some, some looks into my pages of how I like to quickly document things, keep track of things. There's moments that are a little bit scary. There's moments that are fun. For example, in February, we celebrated a birthday. But I also spent a lot of time in the hospital with my mom, who ended up getting a pacemaker February the 14th. So obviously, as I mentioned, I have a journal where I just write everything. But this is more of my little creative one where I still, quickly document something, but I want to maybe add some washi tape or some stickers or keep track of projects that I have shared tutorials on my channel. This way I know I can reference back to something just because I'm so visual. It's easy for me to know what it is that I was talking about or what happened that day or that month. If I can look at the image quickly and be like, right, this is the date that I shared 10 ideas using junk mail envelopes, like that sort of thing. And, you know, I don't have to necessarily journal a whole page about this, but just by having an image and just a little bit of what it means, I can reference it back. I print a lot of my photos just on regular photocopy paper. I just sort of, you know, size them on the page and print a whole thing out. And then I can do this quickly when I'm ready. You know, this page documented 41,000 subscribers on YouTube. And I mean, that's something that I need to know that I appreciate so much, right? So I want to keep track of things like this. So if this gives you any inspiration and ideas on how to do your own journaling, I hope that it does. I've been lately, I guess the last year or so, I've been very interested in the prices of things. And so if I see something that I'm like, oh, you know, maybe I want to buy a little scrap bag of paper, and then I see it's $32 at the shop, I'm like, oh, okay, that's interesting. So, you know, just to get ideas of prices of things, or you know, things that are inspiring me at that moment, or things that I've enjoyed, that sort of stuff. And so the other thing I did want to say is this is the journal that I can share with you on social media. So it's not something that maybe has too much detail. You know, when it comes to family members and friends, they don't all want to be mentioned or specifics. And so I respect that, but I still want to document a little bit and then, you know, maybe show you a little. So for example, birthday party or a Father's Day, you know, those types of things I still document, but I don't need to be too specific in this. And I, again, remember that. And I have a separate place where I know I write in a lot more detail. You know, things that I receive, like from the washi tape shop. I have this whole collection here, and I totally remember how much I enjoyed that collection. You know, I made a bunch of little things with this entry. I also had a video that I shared, easy binding ideas on this date on my channel. And so I can reference that back as well. Oh, this one is, okay, so I had to share this because, again, it was fun. I found these little building block, I don't know what to call them, but anyways, it's like little you know, you build these things. They're not like Lego, but something else. And it's like these little retro ones. And so I've been finding them. I've been wanting to put them together. And so this is what this one is, and it's super adorable. You guys look at it. I will try and link it below if if I find it, but I'm having so much fun with this. So of course I had to document that I put one together. And you know, I've got other pieces that I've printed out that I will be showing you because I have been making more. And so I just print out images, quotes, you know, that kind of stuff. I leave it ready to just add it to a journal entry. I call it creative because it has stickers, as I said, and washi tapes and that sort of thing. And so it's not just writing, it's more like a visual. And if this helps you in any way to start journaling and start getting a little bit more creative with, you know, what you're doing, I think your biggest, the thing that blocks you the most might be if you are trying to share that on social media, you might be hesitant to actually just get into it and create because, you know, people put a lot of pressure on themselves when they're going to be sharing something on social media. But if you are, you know, if you just want to relax, enjoy, and journal, or creative journal, or as I said, glue book, or anything that you want to call it, if you're doing it for yourself, just do it. If you're doing it for social media, for some people that kind of stops them a little bit and you don't get as into it. And that's the case in point with me. You don't see me sharing a lot of journal with me videos because as soon as I turn on the camera, it kind of stops me from being creative. So I usually do the work first and then I show you what I've done, like I just did with this one. But with the composition book, okay, so I've been thinking about doing this for a while. I don't remember when I found this one, but I recently did. And I thought I would just see how it goes. I wanted to go a little bit larger. I didn't want to make my own. I've been enjoying just having a blank page and then just adding to it. And so if you've got like, you know, you don't need a composition book, you can go to your local store and get like, you know, a notebook of any size. As you can see, that would have been around that same size. You can just grab something that you like and just start journaling. So I'll show you a few pages in this one. I decided that I wanted to start my September pages with a September page. And I think I'll be doing that going forward. Every month, I'm going to just start the month with a page that sort of reflects what's going on at that time for me. Self-care is important now. As I mentioned, I got COVID. And so I realized, you know, I was just probably overdoing it. My immune system must have been down, and I'm just going to build it back up. So the plan is to do a lot of self-care. I haven't decorated anything yet, and I just wanted to show you. This is truly just, I wanted to get started. I picked the first page. I glued 2 pages together to make it a little sturdier, and then I just started gluing and adding things. And I'm finding that I love using markers. These markers, you guys, I've had them, oh my gosh, I've had them for years, and they're still going strong. So I'm super excited that I get to continue to use just supplies that I have on hand. Very basics. You don't need anything expensive. I did, however, for this one in particular, use some goodies from the Grabby box, which I recently showed you a haul. And let me show you this one second. I shouldn't say haul, the unboxing of the Grabby box. I flipped through this. This was in it, the Autumn Palette Collage book. So I flipped through this. I've used some of these goodies in here because, of course, you know, it's fall season, and that was like a gorgeous fall book full of goodies. I'll link that video below in case you haven't seen it. And before I forget to mention it, if you wanted to check the links that I have in the video description, sometimes I have a lot of discount codes for companies, but I also have links to my favorite supplies. And it doesn't cost you anything else to just click on that link. And we thank you so much for your support for doing that. All right, so yeah, my next page, again, I just wanted to do something. I was feeling creative, but I didn't want to go into a whole tutorial or a craft with me video. So this is what I just did. You know, COVID, I had to write a little bit about it here. Again, I've got some more of those stickers, and I'm just enjoying the process. So the one thing that I wanted to mention with this particular composition book, it comes with perforated pages. So basically, I'm going to show you this page here that I'm still working on. So you can tear away pages in this particular book. And I thought, well, this is great because then I don't have to do the full book or the full notebook yet. I can just tear the pages as I go. And let me see if it's even going to work. Obviously, you know what tearaway page is, but they're perforated pages. And so there we go. So what I've been doing is I've been tearing 2 pages out, right? Just because I don't want it to get too bulky. If you don't have this, then just take your ruler, you know, line it up somewhere on your page and just tear your pages out. This way, I think it helps keep the spine a little bit sturdier and hopefully less chance of it you know, falling out. But I did notice that because they tear away, they did start to tear away on the edges, and so I just started using washi tape. I think for the first couple pages here, I didn't do much except maybe add a couple of pieces over on that edge. Here I've just got a little bit of that paper going over. So for this particular style of composition book, that's what I'm doing. You can see I'm, you know, documenting some of my favorite things that I'm eating, things that are going on in the world right now that I think would be interesting. The weather, of course. I'm in Ontario, Canada. We are now in fall, my favorite season, but it feels like summer. It's still really warm out, which is fabulous. I mean, I don't mind it. It's not as hot as summer, but it's still hot. You know, celebrated a birthday, what we had for the birthday dinner. I found this on Pinterest, and it says the Burr months are my favorite months, which I realized, yes, they are for me. So September, October, November, December, I thought I would put that there. I've got my giveaway information there for the planner that I just showed you. And then I'm still, you know, kind of continuing with this. Now, what I also did with these couple pages, let me see if, yeah, so these pages here, I have these old, well, because I've been crafting for a while, I have these distress inks that are like really dry. So all I've done, and I'm just going to do it on this side to show you, is this, just a little color here and there. This one doesn't seem to take as much because I haven't glued the pages yet. So a little color in the background. I did this one, I think it was like a purple. Yeah, this one is a purple one. And then all I'm doing to these pages, and again, I'm just going to show you because I know a lot of you guys like to kind of see exactly what we do. I'm just gluing the page, 2 pages together, just to give them a little bit more strength. And also, it's not going to make my composition book as, hopefully, as bulky. And I'll be able to, you know, maybe have a few months in here. I don't know. I think I might get to possibly November, and then I might have to switch. I don't know, but that's the beauty of it. I'm not sure when it will be finished, but so far I'm loving it. So I thought I would just quickly share this video while I have some energy of what I've been doing so far, and you'll probably see this a little bit more in the next little while because I want to share a little bit more of the actual, you know, creative journals that I'm using. It hopefully gives you some ideas, some inspiration, but truly I just wanted to say, get back to basics. You don't have to stop doing something creative because you want to, or you need to build something from scratch. Get a notebook, any notebook, and just get started and use that time to relax if that's what you enjoy doing. Or just do what you enjoy doing. If you love, you know, cutting paper, do that. If you love folding things, do that. Gluing things, do that. Just take time to do some self-care if something creative helps you enjoy the process. So anyways, I hope this helped you a little bit. I'll be back very soon. As I said, as soon as I'm feeling a little bit more energized, I'll share some more tutorials and craft with me videos. So I guess let me know if you want to join me in my memory keeping, in my composition book. I think what I'll do is I'll try and film a video here and there, and I really just want to challenge myself to use my supplies, at least some of my favorite supplies that I know are my go-to when it comes to you know, journaling, which is my markers, my washi tapes, my stickers, stamps. I'd like to use those a little bit more, and then just, you know, regular junky things. Like, for example, for this entry here, I just had a package that I thought was just really nice, and I wanted to, you know, have that in my memory keeping layout here. So let me know if you have used a composition book yourself, what you found, if you enjoyed it, if you are considering it, and then hopefully you'll join me in the next video that I share, you know, doing a little bit more of my creative journaling and my memory keeping, because I think it's just fun to relax, enjoy the process, and not really think about it too much. I don't know if I should start decorating the cover yet, or if I'm even going to. I might actually cover the flowers because now we're in fall season, and so I don't think it goes too well. But that's just, I think, the beauty of just starting with something is not really sure where it's going to go and, you know, how it's going to change. So I think, let me know what you think, if I should cover the flowers or if I should just leave them and not bother with it. What would you do with it? So anyways, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you found some inspiration. I'll see you very soon with some more projects and craft with me videos. And thanks so much for stopping by.